What is up? What is up? It's your boy, the Jacket Tech, coming back at you right here, right now, talking about these Oregon Ducks. Yes, I'm talking about our quarterback situation. I'm talking about our defense. I'm talking about this BS AP poll. No offense to Tennessee fans, but I think my point's going to be made. It was already made for me because I think a lot of teams are overranked, but one team in particular, and that's Washington. I'll talk about that later, but let's get into it. Alright, first, our quarterback situation. Is it a Dakota Pukup or bust year? I don't think so. I think our quarterback depth is a lot deeper than people think. I think that Travis Johnson, who's a redshirt freshman, yeah, he didn't win the second spot, and he didn't win the third. He got moved down to fourth. However, I think if he does it right, he'll use that as motivation to do better. And if he believes he can do or get better playing time somewhere else, I don't knock the kid one bit. But let's talk about our main two, Dakota Puka, who was at Montana State. I've seen some of his highlights. I wasn't too impressed. I actually liked Johnson during the spring game, but I just think they kind of held Dakota back a bit, I guess. And I think he made some improvements during this fall camp. Obviously, he won the job. I don't know exactly when he won it, but he definitely got the job fairly early on by his standards, because he said, like, with from the second week, he had forgotten about the competition, and maybe that's just his way of doing it. Don't think about the competition, just focus on yourself. But that's a pretty ballsy move to say that. However, the guy that I really want to talk about is the Sheldon High graduate. That's Herbert, and Herbert is a kid that I think very highly of. I saw his tape. Justin Herbert is the real deal, folks. He's basically what every Oregon fan has wanted for a quarterback. He did get hurt in his junior year, but I think he's gonna be the next one called up. And from all practice reports and everyone that's been interviewed about him, they they don't have a lot of bad things to say, but a lot of them are very shocked. Especially because he was only a 3-star coming in. But I think all of us remember another 3-star who came in and got control of the offense very quickly. I'm not saying it's Marcus Mariota 2.0, but 6'6", big body kid that can run, that can definitely throw the ball from Dan Carrington's perspective. I like that he likes him. Even Dylan Mitchell, who I think they'll become a tandem throughout their years of college together, however short or long that will be. And I think we have this year pretty much. I see us maybe losing one game, maybe two. I see Nebraska as a possible, or I see USC or Stanford just us tripping over ourselves. However, they'll probably be very hard for us to do, considering we are playing Stanford at Autzen. But we'll wait, we'll see how the season goes. First on our list is UC Davis. Now, UC Davis, this game's not going to be close. Herbert's going to come in, and I'm very, very excited to see what he does. because when he gets on the field, yeah, it's gonna be a blowout, but boy, is it gonna get, you know, worse for UC Davis. And I feel bad for UC Davis. I really do. Now I gotta say our defense has to come out there and shut them down at least in the first couple of drives that they put on. I'll forgive them for the first drive that UC Davis does if they have a couple catches, but I want pretty much lockdown defense in this game from Brady Hoke. And I think we have the guys to do it. I think our defense is really undervalued by people. I kind of don't like that Brady Hoke is one of those coaches that is never happy. So he'll say things like, this D is nowhere near what it needs to be. And he could be right because this D can be great. And maybe they're just doing good. But good will win us a game against UC Davis. But we want to be great, and I understand that. And if Brady Hoke watches this, I just say, hey, you got the 4-3 now. We can go back to the game green and do that fast, hard finish defense motto where you go fast to the ball, you hit hard, and you finish every single tackle. That's what you do. And if you do that and you knock them back more times than they go forward, you're going to be in a good situation when it's a later down scenario and you have a better chance at forcing punts and getting the offense, which is pretty much a young offensive line, which I was a pretty, you know, iffy on. But then I heard Steve Greatwood, who's a awesome offensive coordinator, uh, sorry, not offensive coordinator, but offensive line coach. Um, our offensive coordinator is Matt Lubick. Obviously, I know that. Um, I'm just saying he can coach. Steve Greatwood is great with O lines, and he said this line is looking very good. It's got a lot of young guys, so there might be, you know, a hiccup game, and that's what I'm. That's a little bit worrisome, but I'm hoping with UC Davis and Virginia we can get these guys acclimated and get them going because apparently they have an awesome workout regimen and they can practice hard. So hopefully they play just as hard as they practice. And I think that's what Mark Helfrich wants out of his team, for them to play as hard as they practice and as hard as they work out, and as well as they work out. Because I think all of these guys are freak athletes on our team. Um, if you look at our defensive line, a lot of people get on us for our defense. It's not that small, and we have a lot of guys to rotate. We at least have uh, two lines that we can change at any time, and it's not gonna matter. And our linebackers, I expect for Don Pelham to put the guys that will be making plays out there, because he's not one for starting freshmen, but we got Troy Dye starting as a linebacker over a junior college transfer. Who's our second guy, so he'll see the field as much as Troy does. Probably a little situational thing there. Um, However, Hoke's gonna do it. But let's talk about this AP poll shit, because it's almost been 10 minutes and I gotta get out of this bitch. But Washington being higher ranked than Oregon, I just want you to think of that with me for a second. Okay, Washington, I think they won 6 games last year. Oregon, yes, we lost our bowl game, but we won 9 games last year. We were, one game away. We beat both the Pac-12 North and the Pac-12 South champions. We were basically the champions of the Pac-12 in my book last year. I don't care what none of y'all say. We won the Pac-12 because if we didn't go down early to Washington State, which was a fluke game. I'm sorry, Cougar fans. I did crow to you. You did win that game, but you cannot lie. You wouldn't have had a chance if Vernon Adams was still in the game, and neither could you, TCU. So I get a little bit heated, and I get a little bit offended when I see Washington be ranked above Oregon when they haven't beat Oregon in about 12 years. So, maybe that's just me. It probably is. But I can't wait for this season to start. And we got Chip on our shoulders. We don't have Chip anymore as the head coach. But you just gave the Ducks team that's full of these players that want to compete. I think they'll do their best to compete and to prove everyone wrong. Everyone that's saying they're not going to be good. Everyone that's saying they're going to go. I heard Aaron Fintress said they're going to lose 4 games. Let's go through the schedule. And I'll tell you the surefire wins. UC Davis, that's going to be a win this Saturday. Bet on it. Virginia, that's going to be a win. Colorado, that's going to be a win. Arizona State, that's going to be a win. Washington, that's going to be a win. And then when you're talking about maybe games, you're talking about Stanford. I don't really know how Keller Chris is going to do at quarterback. I don't know if he'll even start. He's a Pally kid. My little sister knows him. So hopefully he'll start. That would be cool. But I can tell you that game, we'll know at by that time in the season who's going to win. Pretty much. I mean, Stanford does do some crazy shit sometimes, so you really never know, and this is college football, so anything can happen. But I know one thing for goddamn sure. Washington's not that good. They're being immensely overhyped, as was Tennessee. I think we saw that last night. No disrespect, VVD, your team still won against Appalachian State in overtime. But I'm just going to say that Washington's not going to beat the Ducks. I will bet anyone $20 right here. I can tell you that that's not going to happen because I don't want to say too much because I don't want to jinx it, but it shouldn't happen. They don't have. I really think they're overhyped, and that's all I'll say about it. Because if I run my mouth too much, I know that shit. Knock on wood, even okay. I'm that superstitious fan. I will guarantee that they won't win, but shit, it's college football, so you really don't know, right? Fuck. Man, are you ready for this season? Because I'm ready for this season. I'm ready to get this bitch started. I'm about to go get my ducks in a row, count our wins, and look forward to the Pac-12 championship. Because that's our first goal. We got to win the Pac-12, and we got to see where the chips lie. We can't think about the playoffs. We just got to think about winning the Pac-12. So that Nebraska game is a question mark. But I think by the time we're done with UC Davis and Virginia, we'll see what Oregon is a bit. And I say a bit because expect to see too much out of our defense. Pretty much basic concepts, but with our athletic talent, I don't see how a 4-3 can go wrong, and I think it's been a little bit overhyped that, oh, the Ducks don't know what they're doing, because I bet if you ask those kids, have you ever played in a 4-3, played a one gap, they would probably say yes. It's probably been different times since they've done it, but they've done it. And once you've done it, you know how to do it. You just gotta learn the new words. You gotta learn the new plays. Obviously, I think our defense has done that. I think we wind up at least in the top 10. I think one, maybe two losses. I don't see, I really don't see more than two losses on our schedule. Um, and that's all I have to say on this bullshit. Anyways, this has been your boy, the Jack Attack, saying go Ducks.